In that video, we create Excel template for P&L report. In our project folder, let's go to master data and create new Excel file. Let's call it P&L template. Open it and we create our template. First column will be P&L row number. The second column will be P&L row first. And in our project, we will have two layers of P&L. You can do more if you need it. But for third level, fourth level, and fifth and other, we'll use account dimensions. The column D will be condition. In condition, we can write any Qlik scripting logic, and I can use any field in our finance fact table. So let's try first row and implement the script. We have P&L row number 1. It will be gross sales. And P&L row 2 will be trade sales. And condition here, it's field from finance fact. So it will be ID account equals 4200. Here it's trade sales. P&L row 2 will be gross sales again. It's a parent for trade sales and intercompany sales. And here we can use other fields. So I use ID account code alternate. Actually, as I said before, we can use any logic here. We can use equals, more than, match, while match, and other any functions we can use in Qlik scripting. So it will be ID account code alternate equals, and here it's 4500. Next, it's discounts, and the child name is the same, is discounts. Code here is the same. We use fields account code alternate, and the value here is 4140. Next will be net invoice sales. Net. And actually net invoice sales equals trade sales plus intercompany sales and minus discounts. And discounts we have with minus sign. So we just need to sum of that fields. So actually we use for P&L row net invoice sales. And here we can implement logic like ID account equals 4200 or ID account code alternator equal 4500 and so on. But for the system approach, we need to keep logic in one place, and we add extra logic where we can use nested rows in curly brackets. So we add curly brackets and use trade sales. So instead of copy and paste the same logic, the same condition. We just use the link to the other row. It will be trade sales plus intercompany sales and plus discounts. So here we finished our first 4 rows. We have here conditions, which can be anything, like I said before, while match, any Qlik sense scripts, and any fields from their finance load table. And here we implement extra logic with the link to these rows. So using curly brackets, we can link to trade sales from intercompany sales and discounts, because net invoice sales equals trade sales plus intercompany sales and discounts. So let's look at the goal we want to achieve, the model we want to achieve. So here we have finance load, and as previous in our Excel, we have account code alternate. So if we have code alternate for 4500, it should be the intercompany sales, and if it will be 4140, it should be discounts. But actually, if we need to net invoice sales, so 4500 will be intercompany sales and in net invoice sales. The same we have with the discounts. So 4140, it's also discounts and net invoice sales. So we should create the key, which is concatenation of the P&L rows where our condition is fulfilled. So if we have account alternate 4500, we should add that code in our key. So that's why we for 4500 we have 2 and 4, because it's alternate for intercompany sales and net invoice sales. So we generate that key using conditions which we use in our template. After using these conditions, we should create simple and if statements with concatenations of all that file, all the rows. So we have if account alternate equals 4500, like that, so we should add 2 to the key. If we have account code name 4140, which is here, we should add 3, and so on. So we should add quite long logic to create one key, its ID P&L. When we generate that key, after we should create bridge table, which is actually the key, which is concatenation of P&L row and the P&L row itself. And this key, P&L row number, should connect to P&L table template. So we can link ID P&L to the P&L table itself. So when we add here the amount, so actually we have data for gross sales and net invoice sales, and we link only for one row in finance load. I hope you understand the basic concepts we will use and it makes sense for you. And let's go to the Qlik and try to implement that logic. So let's open Qlik and open P&L app. Go to load editor, and before fact table, let's create section which we call P&L. Let's add some remarks. and right here load P&L template. Then we go to our data connections in master data and load P&L template Excel. Select data, insert that script, and let's call the table TMP PL template. Okay, save the file. Next, we should create substrings mapping to change our nested links to actual conditions. Let's create a table called map substring links. Make it mapping, load, and we use this template, curly brackets and P&L row 2 and end of curly brackets, and we change it with condition. Then use resident load from TMP template and save. Let's go to another table, call it P&L template, load, and we load actually all the data we have here. Add no concatenate before the load because we have the same fields than in TMP template. Then resident load from TMP P&L template, and we drop that table TMP PL template. Okay, let's save and load data and check our template. We go to the create new sheet, and in custom object we add table inspector. Let's check the P&L template. As you can see, we have our condition and we have our links. Now we change the links to the condition by the substring, by map substring. So we add logic to condition, map substring, use this mapping tables, we use condition because we exchange the links in condition, and as condition. Let's save the files and load data. Let's check what we've got here, and you can see we exchange the links to their conditions with the actual conditions. So we save our time and make our project a little bit simple. The next step, we write actual script for the condition and for creation of ID P&L ID. Let's delete no concatenate. We create nested load and we create such statement. It will be if in single quote, then add, then we use our condition. So here we have some brackets before. So if condition, then we use comma in single quote, So if condition is fulfilled, we add the P&L row number. So we use char function for the single quarter. And here we use our P&L row number. As I said previously, in our files, let's go to here. So we actually create such script. If condition fulfilled, we add that P&L row number to the key. So let's go back to the script. So here, if condition is fulfilled, we use P&L row number and also add the row. Okay. Next, we add another single quote using character function, and then we close the if statement. Then we use s and let's name it field condition statement. Let's save and load our data. Let's check our table, and you can see, I'll make full screen, we transform our condition to if condition for Qlik. So if condition is fulfilled, we add the row number of the template. So it's quite easy and effective. Let's go to load editor. And next, we should create concatenation of that statement to have only one statement to create one ID for each row of finance load. Let's create another table, call it statement concat. We load the data, and here we use concat function. We concat condition statements, and for concatenation string we'll use such logic. And as for s field for alias, we use here the field s and id P&L, and create that field as script id P&L. So we have concatenation of these condition statements, and now we can use that script to actually create ID P&L key. So we have resident load to P&L template, and then we let's not drop, let's save and load the data. So we have table here. With condition statements. Then let's add another table inspector and select table statement concat. So here we concatenate condition statements in one big statement, and it will create ID P&L in the finance load. Let's go to load editor, and we use that field as a variable. So let's create variable, call it script PL ID equal, we use function field value, and let's load script ID P&L field. And we need first value, because actually we have only one value, because we aggregate in concatenation using only one field. Let's save. And here let's drop first the statement concat. Drop table concat. Let's save, load data, go to the sheet, edit sheet, two variables, and you can see that we have that statement. We have concatenation of the statements generated by the template, and it's create the ID of P&L, and we can now apply it to the fact table. See you in the next video, we actually do that.